Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. This is our Sunday edition where we bring to you the places that have been in news lately. Let's start our today's discussion with the very first place as Yemen. Now recently Yemen was in news as a Saudi-led coalition fighting Yemen's Houthi rebels launched airstrikes targeting the capital of Yemen, that is Sana'a. So who are the Houthis? These Houthis are actually Iranian-backed Shiite Muslim military and political movement in Yemen. This movement was founded in the 1990s by Hussein al-Houthi, who is a member of Yemen's Zaidi Shia minority. Now, this minority makes up about 1/3 of population of Yemen. So, this map shows major conflict regions in Yemen. This is the capital city, Sana'a. Here we have the Red Sea, and here we have the Gulf of Aden. This is the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb. And this particular region, if you can see in the zoomed in map, this particular region is the Horn of Africa. Here you have Djibouti and here you have Somalia. We'll look further into the map. So Yemen has been in years of civil war, and this civil war was also fueled by the Arab Spring that took over nearly all of the Islamic states and started from Tunisia. Now, if we talk about the location of Yemen, it is a country in Western Asia on the southern end of Arabian Peninsula. So this is the map. Here we have Yemen, and this is the capital city, Sana'a. It is bordered by Saudi Arabia and Oman. Here you can see we have the Red Sea, and here we have the Gulf of Aden. This is the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb. Here you have Eritrea, Djibouti. This is Somalia, and this is Ethiopia. So together these four countries form the Horn of Africa, and here we have the Arabian Sea. Now the history, culture, economy and population of Yemen have all been influenced by the country's strategic location at the southern entrance of the Red Sea. If you consider for India, it is also very important from the point of view of oil security. And there are around 8 million Indian expats that are living in Yemen, which annually send a remittance of around $80 million. Yemen is also strategically important because it sits on the strait that links the Red Sea with the Gulf of Aden, through which most of the world's oil shipment pass. So this was about Yemen. Now let us move on to our next location, and that is Ecuador. So why Ecuador was in news? It has become the first country in the world to provide legal rights to wild animals. In fact, back in 2008, Ecuador also became the first country to declare nature as deserving constitutional rights. So it gave enforceable constitutional rights to nature. Now, if you move west to Ecuador, these are the Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos is a volcanic archipelago. It is a group of 19 islands, and it is actually mega diverse. That means you can find a lot of plants and animal species in these islands. Also, Ecuador is one amongst the two countries that do not share direct boundaries with Brazil. So if you look into the map, here you have Peru. Here you have Chile. This is Bolivia. Here you have Paraguay. And below Paraguay, here you have the country called Uruguay. This is Argentina. Here we have the Isthmus of Panama. This is the Florida Bay of United States of America. Here you have the Caribbean countries. This is Cuba. This is Jamaica. And these countries together are known as Greater Antilles. And these ones are known as the Lesser Antilles. So if you see the demographics, you have near around 17 million population in Ecuador. And the most popular language is Spanish. Also, an interesting thing about Ecuador, it is the world's largest banana exporter. So farming plays a major role in the economy of this particular country. Now, if we talk about South America, there are a total of 12 countries and 2 dependencies that form the entire continent. So Brazil is the largest country area-wise and population-wise. I'll leave you with the first question of the day. You have to name the smallest country or dependency of South America. It is an island nation governed by UK that is located near the south of the continent. Alright, moving on. Ecuador is named after equator, and it hosts many endemic plants and species, plants and animals such as those in the Galapagos Islands as we have discussed. And in recognition of its unique ecological heritage, there was a new constitution of 2008 that was first in the world to recognize legally enforceable rights of nature or ecosystem rights. Now let us move on to our next location, and that is the Sariska Tiger Reserve. So why Sariska Tiger Reserve was in news? Because there was a massive fire breakout in the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Let's look into the map. First of all, Sariska Tiger Reserve is around 800 square kilometer of area that is located over the world's oldest mountain range, that is the Aravalis. And this tiger reserve is situated in Alwar, Rajasthan. Now the Sariska Tiger Reserve has unique distinction of successfully reintroducing the tigers after its local extinction. This region has mountains, dry deciduous forests and cliffs. Also, the Sariska Tiger Reserve is currently home to numerous animals apart from tigers like the jungle cats, macaque, sambar, cheetal, wild boar, etc. It also holds a variety of bird species, including some winter migrants. It also has a very high density of peafowl as well as grey pangolin. Now, if we talk about the vegetation in Sariska, the vegetation of Sariska corresponds to the northern tropical dry deciduous forest and the northern tropical thorn forest. Now, the Enogesis pendula is the dominant tree species that covers around 40% of this forest. So, if you look into the map, this map is by the National Tiger Conservation Authority. It shows the famous tiger reserves of India. As of now, we have around 53 tiger reserves, and some of the latest additions are the Guru Ghasidas National Park that is situated in Chota Nagpur Plateau of Chhattisgarh. Also, we have Timor Pingla. The largest population of tigers are found in Madhya Pradesh, and then we have Karnataka and Uttarakhand joining next. Now, as we know that 80% of the world's tiger population is in India. In fact, India is the world's largest home to Royal Bengal tigers. So we have Project Tiger that was launched in India by the Government of India back in 1973. If we talk about the tiger reserves of India, Jim Corbett was the first tiger reserve that was established in 1936, and that became part of Project Tiger in 1973. Now let's move on to our next location, and that is the Mullaperiyar Dam. So recently the Supreme Court is once again determined to end the legal battle between Tamil Nadu and Kerala states over the Mullaperiyar Dam. If you look into the map, you can see the Periyar River of Kerala. Now this river is also known as the lifeline of Kerala. It is around 244 kilometers long, and it is the longest river of Kerala. So we have the Iroki Reservoir, which is situated. Now the Mullaperiyar Dam is situated on the confluence of Mullayar and Periyar rivers. Here you have Tamil Nadu and here we have Kerala. This is 123-year-old dam that was given on lease to Tamil Nadu by the British government for 999 years. So the basic conflict, the reason of conflict is, as you can see, it is situated in Kerala, but it is controlled by Tamil Nadu. So this dam was built in 1895 on the Periyar River in the Idukki district of Kerala. So it is situated adjacent to the Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary area in the Periyar Tiger Reserve. As you can see in this region, it is the Periyar Tiger Reserve. Now the Mullaperiyar Dam is also listed among the world's biggest dam that need to be decommissioned as per a report. So this report also states that the Mullaperiyar Dam is situated in a seismically active area. Therefore, it faces the risk of failure. Now, decommissioning of the Mullaperiyar Dam is strongly opposed by Tamil Nadu state, as we have already discussed, which inherited a lease agreement between the former princely state of Travancore, which is now known as Kerala, and the British government. So this matter is still under the sub judice in the Supreme Court. Well, that's a wrap of today's edition of Places in News. For regular updates, you can follow us on our social media handles. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.